Good morning from day 137. Just leaving Stratton Pond, where we camped up last night. There's a couple of different shelters at Stratton Pond. Apparently there's a really beautiful new one that's like a mile off trail. But we laid up at the first one. It's like point one. It's a big shelter, or it was a big shelter. Room for like maybe 16, it says. And then there's a whole bunch of tenting options around it. So Gadget, Pumba and Ralph were in the shelter, along with a family and a couple of other hikers and so on and so forth. And then Sass, Kobe, who pushed 19 miles yesterday. So kudos to Kobe for that. Up Stratton Mountain and into a 19-mile day. But yeah, so the three of us were on tent pads further out, and I've got to say, I think the tent pads were a great choice. So I slept without the fly sheet on and had a beautiful view of the clear sky with stars, and it was nice and cool. No mosquitoes, because obviously I was in my bug net. So yeah, fantastic night. The plan for today is to hike into Manchester Centre. So it's about a 7.5 mile hike. Not sure where we're staying. So we've currently got 3 beds reserved at Green Mountain Hostel, which comes highly recommended by people. But there are 4 of us. So if they don't get a cancellation, then I'm gonna push hard for for the other 3, so Sass, Gadget and Pumba, to take those spots, and then I'll find somewhere, either one of the other many, it looks like there's many hotels in Manchester Centre, or apparently there's also free camping behind the VA, which I think is veterans piece. And hopefully a 4th bunk opens up, but yeah. From what we've heard, it's a great place to stay, and it's got good recommendations. So I don't see any reason for everyone to miss out just because we've got one short. But that's fine. We'll see what we see. We'll see what the day brings. Yeah, I'm not sure what there's going to be in terms of stuff to see today. Like, it looks pretty flat and cruisy for the whole way, and then the last bit's kind of downhill into the outskirts of Manchester Centre. So we'll see. But yeah, feeling pretty good. I've got a whole bunch of bumps and bruises. So I banged my shin again yesterday, seemingly in exactly the same spot that I've banged it the last few times. So it's taking a bit of a pounding. Rather nice little bruise coming up on it, and it wouldn't stop bleeding for a while. Again, nothing serious. In fact, let me show you. So nothing serious. It feels like the bone is slightly dented there. But yeah, not a doctor, so no idea if that's true. Definitely feels different to my other shin. But it doesn't hurt to hike. It only hurts to kind of touch. And even that's not particularly bad. So I've got a load of those. I've also, my legs are full of all the cuts and bruises of previous updates. And in addition, the last few weeks with the bugs out, I've been kind of eaten to death. So, I am putting on insect repellent every day, sometimes multiple times in the day. But with the heat we've had, it's just sweating off. And there are so many bugs at times that it's just no escape. And then I am a weak man who can't help but scratch. So, yeah, that's not good. But, again, I'm sure it'll all be fine until my leg drops off. But anyway, for now, kind of looking to try and push these 7.5 miles as quickly as possible so that we have as much of the day as we can in Manchester. Manchester Centre. It's supposed to be a nice place, but we've also got a lot of chores to do. So, resupply, because I am almost totally out of food. And then probably laundry. And then various other showering and other chasing up of post and that kind of stuff. Whole bunch of stuff to do, so we shall see. But for now, happy hiking. So about halfway-ish through what we need to do today. Just stopped off and filled up some water. It's pretty easy going, as I suspected from the far out elevation map. Temperature is definitely increasing a bit, so not going to be too unhappy to get off trail, I think, as if I ever am. It does look like we're going to have maybe 3 days of pretty rainy, grim weather coming up later in the week. Now, again, it's all real difficult to properly predict what's happening and where. Like, we're up on ridge lines and mountains, and also we won't be here or wherever the Apple weather thing says it is. But having spoken to people who use different, because we all use different weather sources to try and get as good a reading as we can, it does seem like we have almost certainly got some rain in our future, which again I'm not too mad about. Hopefully it doesn't make any of the climbs too tricky. That's the only, making climbs treacherous and potentially meaning no views, those are the two things that I really care about in terms of bad weather. I don't care about getting wet or even tent getting wet and stuff like that. So, but we'll see. Okay, for now, we've got just over 3 miles to the parking lot, and then we'll probably have to hitch or something into Manchester Centre, but it is 8:43, so chances are we're going to be in town by like 10 o'clock-ish, maybe, which is great because it gives us all day to relax and do stuff rather than, you know, arriving late and then having to rush around. So looking forward to that. All right, we are rapidly approaching something called the Gate, which has its own entry on Far Out, and Sass is about to regale us with stories of wonder about the Gate, apparently.
Photographed view in Vermont. Tourists come from around the world to see this gate. It's giving gate. I love this gate. It is green. I came to this gate a boy. I left the gate a man. I took a picture of this gate. I'm gonna get it framed and hanging above my bed. As I sleep, the gate will watch over me. It is my protector. Thank you, gate. I love you. The gate is magnificent. I couldn't believe it. I've been waiting 23 years for Baldur's Gate 3. I really did not expect it to be even more this good. Excited for another gate. And this is my favorite comment. Nobos. Allow this gate to serve as a physical representation of the transition of your journey as you leave the mid-Atlantic and the flatter seats of New England behind you, beginning this more remote, more wild, and more challenging portion of your road to Katahdin. Sobos, go around it.
Hey, look up. Sign to Prospect Rock. Not sure why it has to be that high, but hey.